Hey everybody, the last Shoegazer here, with a little bit of a different video for you guys today. In one of my recent videos, I was hinting around about doing this, and I said I wanted to show a novella of one of my favorite horror movies that inspired the movie. What I didn't say was that it was written by Stephen King. And the movie that I refer to a good bit on my channel, my favorite horror movie, is Silver Bullet. So some of you guessed it. Those of you who have watched a number of my videos know that I'm a huge fan of Silver Bullet, and the novella that I was referencing was Cycle of the Werewolf by Stephen King and illustrations by Berni Wrightson. This is a 1983 release. It's had a couple different printings, to my understanding. I believe the first pressing is pretty hard to find. I've seen different editions of this, like some signed copies online that go for crazy amounts of money, but it is pretty rare, hard to find. I looked for it for a number of years. I didn't really want to buy a worn, crappy copy online. I wanted a nice, mint condition copy, and preferably new. So one random evening on a trip I took with my wife years ago, we were passing through Lancaster, Pennsylvania. I think we were either coming back from the beach or visiting some of our friends down that way. We live in PA, so it wasn't that far away from home, but it was just a random Barnes and Noble that we popped into, I think, to kill a little bit of time. And I was just sifting through the Stephen King catalog there, his section of books at the store, and I was blown away to find not one but two copies of this rare novella. The one had a torn chunk of the spine, and this one, luckily, was in like perfect condition. So I picked it up, and I'm really happy to have it in my collection. I just thought today I would just kind of page through it and not do a whole lot of talking. You guys can make some comments and let me know if you've ever seen this in your travels. If you have a copy of it, does your copy differ than mine? But yeah, the artwork is just awesome. Stephen King's collaboration with Berni Wrightson in this is just phenomenal. It's very heavy, heavy contrast. There's just some pencil, etching illustrations. There's, very heavy color used in others. Just awesome, vivid artwork that just, in a way, tells the story differently than the Silver Bullet adaptation. And this story is definitely unique. You can feel the elements at play when you watch the movie adaptation, but this is definitely different. Plays out differently. It's kind of divided up into monthly occurrences, monthly segments, as sort of the replacement of chapters. So yeah, let's get started. I'm just gonna kind of show you guys what it looks like. You can pause that if you want to read that. Not going to go through the whole thing. I did want to show you the quotes there. I like the top one. Well, you can see it starts out with January. You see this at the start of each section, each chapter. Tells a new part of the story. As the seasons change and time changes, more killings occur. You can see how vivid the artwork is there. The cross-hatching, the etching just really pops, really looks great. Like I said, how everything plays out in the book, it's not exactly the same as the movie, which I like. I'm not going to really give anything away here, and I'm not going to pause it. My intention isn't for you to be able to read the whole book. I don't want to mess with any copyright stuff here with this, but I mainly wanted to show the illustrations and in good light. But you have Marty, the main character. You do see some similar sequences as in the movie version. You got Reverend Lowe, of course. Love that church sequence. It's just awesome. I think that's one of the most unsettling, terrifying parts of the movie. You can see we're in June. Everything just looks so stark and high contrast, just very atmospheric at times, and here the color just pops. It's just so vivid. I love the illustrations of the werewolf. Reminds me of the new artwork of the Blu-ray, the Australian Blu-ray release that I show on my channel. Yeah, just kind of makes me think of that. And there's the classic firework to the face. A little bit of a different location there, as in the movie. Like I said, there's some differences, which is cool. I really like that. Pretty sweet kill there. Would have been neat to see that on screen, how they would have pulled that off. Love the clouds there too. Really cool. But yeah, it just seems like every other illustration is either the etching, the black and white, or the opposite. Very vivid. And little extra illustrations there throughout. October, my favorite month. That's my birthday month. Reverend Lowe, what happened to your eye? Another gruesome kill there. Good old Tarker's Mills. Don't think I'd want to live there. And then the final sequence. You got him, Marty. I always thought that was interesting. Along with being a shoegazer, I'm also a stargazer. So, what do you guys think of the artwork, this edition? Like I said, I'm curious to see if you guys have this in your collection, what you've seen. If you're a fan of Silver Bullet, Cycle of the Werewolf. But yeah, wanted to share that with you guys today. Thanks for watching. Make some comments. Stay tuned for some upcoming new videos on my channel. Alright, have a good one, guys.